about 4 to 5 inches off of my natural hair. I know, it's terrible, but I wanted to come on here and share with you guys my stories so you can learn from my mistakes. On Instagram, I shared with you guys that my hair had been shedding and breaking and thinning, and it hasn't been the same. It was really dry to touch. It was really hard for me to retain moisture, and none of my styles have been coming out successful. On Facebook and Twitter, I shared with you that my plan was to either get a cut or a new shape. Then lastly, on Snapchat, I finally cut my hair. This is the healthiest that my hair has ever been. I've been natural for 4 years. My hair was bra strap length, it was long, it was thick, it was no see-through ends, and that natural richness of my dark brown natural hair color was there in full effect. The health of my hair started to decline right around my college graduation. I graduated from college and decided to wear my hair in a blown out bantu knot for the occasion, but things started going extremely downhill after graduation when I went to London and Paris for my study abroad trip, and I stayed there for 4 weeks, and during that time I had my hair blown out to lembax for all 4 weeks, every single day. I only washed my hair 1 time during that time, and after I washed my hair, guess what I did? I blow dried it again. While I was out there, I was trying to maintain my blowout for as long as possible. I was basically trying to get away with not doing my hair at all. Basically, I wasn't taking care of my hair the way I usually do. Usually my hair can get up to about 3 days of moisture, and then by the 3rd day I add in back the moisture by following up with the lock method and doing a braid out, twist out, etc. But this time I wasn't doing any of that. No deep conditions, no protein treatments, no hot oil treatments, no nothing. I wasn't putting back in all that moisture and protein that I was taking out daily by not re-moisturizing my hair and putting on that heat every single morning for 4 whole weeks. I made the huge mistake of assuming that because I take so good care of my hair and because my hair is so healthy and so strong that I can get away with not taking care of it for a while and it will just pretty much take care of itself. The moment that you stop doing your regimen, you have, you know, a little grace period, and then your hair is like, hey, what you doing? Oh, okay, I'ma break off. It wasn't until I came back from the trip that I started realizing that my hair was getting severely damaged. My ends started getting a little thinner, and the main thing that I realized was how much protein I've lost because my hair started reverting to a lighter color. And to make it even worse, when I came back, it was my birthday month, so I continued to blow out my hair and leave my hair in a big, poofy, blown out state that caused tangles and knots and single strand knots and a couple of split ends. But at the time, I kept thinking that my hair would take care of itself and it's strong enough to deal with this. By this time, I became completely obsessed with the full length of my hair, so I continued experimenting with styles that required length, such as wash and goes and blown out flexi ride sets. This created a spree of bad habits because instead of focusing on the health of my hair, I started focusing a lot on the length of my hair. And I started neglecting things such as trims. I trim my hair 2 times a year, in winter and in summer, and when summer trim season came around, I was not ready. I completely neglected it. My hair started doing that see-through thing where you can see through the hair, but I didn't want to let go of my length, so I did a little baby trim. And instead of doing about a ½ an inch, I ended up doing about 1/8 of an inch, basically nothing. When fall came around, things got even worse. I stopped wearing my hair in its blown out state and started wearing it in its usual curly state in twist outs and braid outs, and that's when I started noticing all of the damage. My hair started becoming extremely uneven, which means I was experiencing a lot of breakage. Then while I would do my styles, I started realizing that it became pretty thin, and to top it all off, it started to become noticeably shorter. On top of all the stress I was putting on my hair, I started going through post-grad stress, which has a lot to do with societal pressures and family pressures, which causes a lot of anxiety, and it was a very hard and difficult time for me. This is when I started realizing that certain parts of my hair has become stringy, and it became really limp and completely lifeless. Detangling started to become very difficult for me in my natural hair regimen, and I started to shed hairs a lot. From the roots and to about halfway into my hair will be super thick. From that point on to the end, it will start getting really stringy, and there will be gaps and holes in it and a lot of things that I could not explain. Due to the stress I put on my hair during the summer, post-grad stress in the fall, and all of the neglect in between, I lost about a good 2 to 3 inches off of my hair just from breakage, and the overall health of my hair declined. So for a fresh start, I finally built up the courage to cut off the remaining nasty ends off of my hair, cutting about 1.5 inch all around. It went from about 13 inches all around my hair to now 9. So I basically went from this to this, all within the span of 4 to 6 months. From this journey, I've learned that it's important sometimes to take 2 steps back to walk forward and stop focusing on the length of my hair, but focus on the health of my hair. And I definitely learned so much more about my hair and so much more about myself, and this has been such a huge learning experience. I am just falling in love with my hair all over again. I got my definition back, I got my curls back, my twist outs are bomb, and the best part is that my hair is maintaining so much more moisture than it was ever before. Now I am working on a new hair growth regimen, and I will be sharing that in a video very soon. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, never forget to live in love with you.